Hi. Previously, I restored this vintage photo, and now I'm going to show you how to colorize it. The first thing I'm going to do is go to Touch Up. I'm going to scroll my mouse to zoom in, and this little hand that appears, if you left click, it allows you to move the picture around. I want to clean up the neck area a little bit, so I'm going to use the airbrush tool, which is right here. You click on airbrush. I'm going to keep it natural. What the airbrush does is it's almost like a blur feature, and I don't want to go too strong because this picture is already not very sharp. Brush size, maybe that big, and just kind of give it a little, maybe the collar, to get some of that black specks out of there. Now her face, use a little bit of help, but I don't want to overdo it too much because I don't want it to get too blurry. Hit apply, and that saves it. And then the next step, to color her face, you have a couple of choices. You can go to Sunless Tan, choose a color, choose a brush size, and just kind of color in the face. Don't worry about the color because we can lighten it. And then you would just hit the color strength and bring it down substantially. And now you've just sort of given a little hint of color. That's one option. I'm going to hit cancel. And the other option would be if you go to eyeshadow, there's a yellowy color, flesh color, that's an option. You could use that to color in. And I think that's the one that I'm going to use for this picture. And then again, you just kind of fade it a little bit. Hit apply, that saves it. Come down and do the same thing to the hands. So that was eyeshadow, and you hit the yellow one. And then you just color over the skin. Hit apply, and it's saved. Now, for her other makeup features, hit mascara. Just kind of click it on the around the eye area. Hit apply, and that's saved. Hit eyebrow pencil. Maybe go with the brown. And I want the brush size to be about the size of the line that I'm dragging it on. So you reduce the brush size, and then you just rub it over the eyebrows. And then what I would do is I would fade that. Whoops, I darkened it. Fade it so it's not so obvious. Hit apply. Go back to eyebrow pencil again, and that same brown color. And you can color her hair. I'm going to pause this and finish up the hair, and then I'll be back. So as you can see, I've colored all the hair in, and I wanted to show you, if you go further than you want to, if you make a mistake and hit an area that you didn't want to hit, you simply click on the eraser, and then instead of coloring, it erases. So you can fix mistakes as you go along. And then all you do is you click the eraser again, and it's back to coloring. So that's the hair, and I think I'll fade that just a bit. Hit apply, so now that's been saved. Do a little blush. click on blush, choose a color, adjust your brush size, apply the blush however you want, hit apply, scroll to zoom in, and we'll do some lip color, which is lip color. Adjust the brush size, choose a color. It goes on pretty dark, don't worry about it because we can adjust it. The lips take a lot of practice to make them look natural. And then what I suggest is you scroll away from it, and there's color strength, there's tone, you can change the color, darker, lighter, the color strength. See, once you fade it out, looks like it should be right there too. Once you fade it out, it looks more natural. The hardness is how sharp the edges are going to be. So when you go all the way up there, it's sharper than when you come all the way down here. It blurs it a little bit. Really doesn't look like much of a difference in this example, but leave it right there. Hit apply to save. I think that's it for her face and hair. Now what I'm going to do is color in the dress, and to color in the dress and the background I'm going to eye color. Eye color is a great source to just randomly pick any color you want. So what I want to do is a burgundy-ish, reddish, how big? Color for her dress. Again, it's going to be faded out so it won't be so bright. Let's fade it now so you can see. And you just cover the whole dress. Just going along and erasing if you make any mistakes. I will pause and fill the dress in and be back. Okay, I've got most of the dress filled in. Just need to do this. Oops, it's on eraser. Just need to finish this little piece of the sleeve. And the dress is all colored. Scroll back. Oh, maybe do in there. And then fade it a little bit more. Okay. Hit apply. Now I'm going to go back to the eyebrow pencil and keep it on that black color. And I'm just going to color in this seat. Give it a little more depth. Hit apply to save it. Now the only thing left is to color in the background, which again, I will go to eye color and choose a blue. And just scroll it all around, drag it, cover the whole background. So we've got the background all colored in. A little bit more around the hair. And And then I'm going to fade it. Hit apply. One other thing that I sometimes will do, the picture could be done at this point, but one other thing that I like to do is use the wrinkle remover to just kind of blur the background a little bit. Wrinkle remover blurs. So you can see the difference between the left side and the right side. It's a little softer. Make the brush smaller to get down in these little areas. If you blur all around something, it tends to make the subject, stand out a little more. So just by blurring around her, it makes her pop out a bit. Hit apply to save it. And that's it. And here's a side-by-side of what we started with and what we ended up with. It's really very easy. I hope you give it a chance. Practice makes perfect. The more you use the program, the better you'll get at it. Thank you.